Hi, this is Greg with Engaging Teacher. I'm starting a new TpT store, and guiding me through the process will be Rebecca. She started her TpT store over 5 years ago and has agreed to answer my questions and share her experiences running an online business. In the last video, you showed me how to make a static pin from a cover. This time, instead of a static pin, I'd like to create a video pin using the same pin that our cover from last time. Could you show me what would be different about it?
So video pins can be a lot of different things. If you have worksheets, you can show yourself or a child, like show their hand completing the worksheet, or you can show flipping through pages. Anything that has movement is a video pin.
Okay.
Since your products are PowerPoints, what I would do is have the PowerPoint itself go through, and so that people can see what's included in your product.
Because I have animations in my product that the teacher uses for presentations, so I can kind of show those animations in progress. Mm-hmm. Okay.
So if we take a look at one of your products here, we can, just go through and take different pictures and have those pictures come up. But one thing that you can do in PowerPoint is you can actually save your product as a video. And so if you go to File and Save As, in the drop down, one of your options is Save as an MP4.
Okay.
And when you do that, it will export it into a video file.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The only thing is you don't have a whole lot of control over the timing, so sometimes you have to go back in and edit the timing in a different video software.
Okay, because some static pictures in my PowerPoint will stay on the screen forever compared to the animations that are right. Okay.
Yep. So another option that you have if you have a newer version of PowerPoint is you can come up here to this recording tab, and right here where it says screen recording, it's got a built-in screen recorder.
Oh, okay.
And so that means that when you highlight it, whatever you highlight, whatever section of the screen you highlight, it will record what's on there. So you then have the ability to manage how long or short things are on the screen.
Okay, can you show me how that one works?
So if you click that, it is going to ask you to select your area. Let's close this, you don't need it. To select your area, and you're going to choose, and you can choose whatever size you want. Because we're doing a PowerPoint presentation, we want to select the entire screen.
Okay.
Okay. We don't need audio, we don't need our pointer for this one. And then when you're ready, you can just hit record. So let's come down here, we'll open up your lesson, and we want to go to the present mode for this.
Okay.
Now something to keep in mind is you only have a few seconds to catch the attention of the person scrolling by in Pinterest. So I would go through this fairly quickly because you just want to catch their eye so that they want to learn more about it. They're not actually looking at the product here.
Okay, so maybe like 20, 30 seconds depending on how much information you have.
Yep. So up here we're just going to hit record. It's going to give us a countdown. And then we're just going to flip through the pages. Again, going pretty quickly, depending on how many pages you have, because if you only have 3 pages, you can go a lot slower, right?
Right.
But if you have lots of pages and you have lots of animation, you want it to be fast enough so that they see it moves, but or slow enough rather to see that it moves, but fast enough so that it catches their eye and they see the movement.
Okay.
So we're just going to go through, we're going to record all of this. And you can record as much or as little as you want.
Okay.
And then when you're done, hit stop. Right now we are at about 37 seconds. So that's a good amount.
Okay.
Then we're just going to take this and we're going to right click and we're going to save it somewhere that we can find it so that we can get it. And we're just going to call it video for pin. You can call it whatever you want.
All right.
All right. Now we don't need this presentation anymore, so we can close it. We don't want to say, we don't want to save that. We want your pin now, because what we're going to do is take the video that we just made and insert it into the pin.
I see. Okay.
Okay, so now we've got this. Let's drag our video over. As you can see, it's got black on either side. If you don't want that there, you can just come up to crop, and you have the ability. There's some fairly decent editing tools in PowerPoint itself. All right, and now that the black has been cropped out, you can see that it's the video and it's got the play. But what you want to make sure is that this plays automatically. So we're going to come up here to playback, and in start, you're going to click on automatically.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Now let's set it up and put it where we want it. We want to send it backward a little bit. Yeah, we want them behind your guys. And this we want probably to take up a decent amount of room, huh?
Yeah.
Because we want people to see that it goes through. I don't know. What do you think about the guys? Are they going to be
I'd put them on the side like that.
maybe a little bit smaller
Yeah.
so that they're not obstructing the view?
Yeah, that looks good.
And then let's align this to the center. Good. All right. Now we're going to go up to slideshow and view from beginning, and let's see what happens. And see, it's just going to go through. And I think that's a decent speed. It will catch people's eye. Now, if you want to leave it that big, you can, or we can make it a little bit smaller. You can, again, twist it to give it a little bit of interest. So let's go to for beginning again. Looks like part of it got cut off. We might want to take a look at that and fix it. But for the point of this video, I'll just show you how to do it.
Okay, and that got cut off because when you selected the screen size, it didn't go all the way to the top.
Exactly.
So that's something important to keep in mind.
Definitely.
Okay. Yeah, but for this video, you can see, yeah, I kind of like it diagonal like that.
You do? Okay.
Yeah.
Now, would you make, hey, look, match. Do you want those people to stay the same?
Yep, I like it just like that.
Just like that? Okay. So now the last step that you need,
Oh.
and we would need to edit the video to get rid of that.
Gotcha.
too.
Okay, so that's always good to look at it before you post it.
Oh my goodness. Let's do. All right. All right, so one thing that we noticed when we were going through is that at the end of this video, push play, come all the way to the end, it's when we are stopping the recording. There is a video editor in PowerPoint if you don't have one to use outside.
A separate software system? Okay.
So you can come up to video format, and where was it? Where was it? Oh, maybe it was in playback. Yep, okay. So in playback, you can trim the video, you can fade it in and out. If you have volume, you can change that. There's a bunch of stuff you can do, loop until stopped. But we want to trim the video, so make sure it's highlighted and then trim it. And then you can trim off the beginning and at the end, and it was at the end that we wanted to trim, which is good because that'll make it even a little shorter, which is good. So we want to stop it right about there, right?
Yep, because that's the PowerPoint presentation.
So let's hit OK. Let's see, did that work?
So now it goes to there, and then it'll automatically cycle back. Good. All right.
Yep. All right. So now, you said you liked it with a little bit of a...
Yeah. That
Okay.
way it's above the dot dudes.
All right. So now let's take a look. Slideshow from beginning. It goes off by itself.
And as we stated earlier, it looked like we may have cut off a part of the top on some of them, but that's not something we can do a trim video. We'd actually have to reshoot that to fix that problem.
Yeah, or if you have your own video editing software, you can crop stuff out too.
Okay. All right. But in this case, just to show how it works, this I think turned out good.
Okay. So now you have a video in a PowerPoint presentation, but if you want it to be a video pin, you now have to save this is a video.
Oh, so the whole thing. Okay.
Yeah, here's the whole thing that puts it all together. You have to hit File, Save As, and you come here and you save this whole thing as a video.
Okay.
Now, when you save it as a video, what it's going to do is down here at the bottom, see it where it says Creating Video? It's going to take a while to go through, maybe, I don't know, 5 or 7 minutes. But when you're done, you will have a video with a video in it.
Okay.
That when you put the pin on Pinterest, it will play the video.
It will continue. Okay. All right. So that last step is very important.
Very important. Yes.
Okay. So it makes it in PowerPoint, and then you take that final thing, and that's what you put into your pin.
Exactly.
All right. Great. Thank you very much.
My pleasure.